Congratulations, you have made it to Influencer School Lesson 3. Now, I do want to reiterate that this class does build and progress. So if you missed the lesson, don't forget to go back and do it. Check out the homework assignments before you move on to the next session. So let's talk about social media pillars. This is going to help you never run out of ideas on what you should be talking about and how to remain relevant. There are a few ways you can go about this. I will say if you decide to niche down, it typically becomes easier to grow faster on Instagram, let's say. If you specifically decide that you're going to focus on some form of content. So for instance, if you're a nutritionist and you're only going to share nutrition tips, how to read food ingredient labels, recipes, all of that, that would be niching down. You're only talking about that. And that's going to be an easier way to quickly grow a following because people are going to follow you if they're interested in your tips and tricks and recipes that you're sharing. A more long form game would be to have a few more pillars and think of yourself as an influencer. So you're going to talk about your 3 different pillars, but you're going to have different types of content. You might like to talk about photography, but you also do nutrition. And then let's say you talk about your business. So that could be 3 of your pillars, but there's different ways to handle it. And we're going to kind of break that down. So first, we're going to kind of build your strategy. And I want you to ask yourself 3 questions. The first question is, what is your why and why are you on X platform? Think about that for a minute. Your why is what brings you stability in the chaos of life. It's what you keep going back to when you're thinking about like, why do I do all this in the first place? Oh yeah, it's because of my why. Your why fuels your work. And I love this video. Sales is just like dating. I'll have a link below to it in the checklist. Definitely check it out. It talks about your why. It's your passion for why you do things. So your why fuels your work. So definitely sit down and write out what is your why and why are you on X platform? Why are you on that platform? How is it going to benefit you and your business? The next question I want you to ask yourself is, what do you want to be known for? If you had a friend of a friend recommend your profile and they were to view it, what would they see? Would they see what you want to be known for? Think about that and think about how you're building your image online and your branding online. So what would you want to be known for? And the last question I want you to ask yourself is, who do I want to be known to? Who is your audience? Who are you trying to connect with? So those 3 questions build your end goal, okay? Then your tactics make it tangible. So let's say you want to post 3 times a week and it's going to be about social media tips and insights. There you go. That is going to be your goal and your tactics. We're going to break it down even further into your social media pillars. So think of your social media pillars as like a theme or a system of topics that you're going to cover on your page. You can have 3 to around 5 different pillars, and this can be framed in different ways. So my favorite way to approach this is to have 3 pillars, and one of them is going to be your business. You're going to hard and soft sell your business within this pillar. The next pillar is going to be expertise. So you're going to provide value. So you're going to touch on people's pain points and how you can help them. The last pillar is going to be the secret sauce, which is going to be you genuinely showing up as yourself. You're going to build that human connection with other people and build a deeper bond. So within that, you can kind of break this down how you want. You could expand into 5 pillars. Maybe you want to be your community expert. I like to call it the mayor of my town. You're going to be sharing lots of information on upcoming events. becoming an expert in that area. This would be a great one for realtors. I work a lot with realtors, so it's something that's always popping up in my head. Definitely something you could talk about, like why would someone want to move to this area, sharing lots of tips and tricks. I have a little list in the notes below that you can definitely follow to get some inspiration and ideas on how you want to tackle your pillars. But that's how I recommend, again, niching down and really focusing in on what you're talking about will help you build your audience quicker. But if you do want to have a wider array to begin with, you definitely can. It's going to take a longer time for the algorithm to understand who you are and what you're trying to do. But definitely, I like to tell people, think of yourself as an influencer, right? If you only talk about your business, nobody is going to want to follow you. If all you're talking about is business this, business that, they want to build that connection with you. So that's what we're doing here by building these additional layers. One of the main things you need to think about is providing value by creating content that's going to benefit your target audience. So ways you can do that would be through education, share tips, tutorials, aha moments, things of that nature. It could be lifestyle, make yourself relatable, show the human side of who you are, show inspiration through thoughts and quotes and motivational acts. It could be entertainment. Everybody loves a good meme, something funny and lighthearted that you can share that your audience would think is funny. And again, keep your target audience in mind. And then the last thing you can do is sell. Connect with that pain point and share about results. Share about the benefits of what you have and how it can help. Always, always, always have a call to action when you can. Don't be afraid to have a call to action. So to wrap things up, I want you to think about those 3 questions I asked you at the beginning. Lay out the foundations for your pillars. Don't forget, you have your business pillar, your expertise pillar, and your secret sauce pillar. You can expand on those how you'd like, but that is a good rule to follow for yourself. Write down your pillars, write them down. And now when you're looking at building out your content, you will never struggle with what I should be talking about. Example, if I was a baby food brand, right, I might build my pillars around nutrition, recipes, and entertaining pieces about parenting. Boom, right there. I just listed out tons of content ideas that I can post. So I hope this helps you understand how you can think about the pillars in your business and your page. And you should never run out of content ideas after this, because you always need to just refer back to your pillars, refer back to those questions. What is your why? And that will always keep you moving and grooving and knowing what you want to post and just sharing your authenticity online. All right, I think you're ready for the next lesson.